Hi GOR, this is Unit 1, Lesson 7. Again, we're going to solve for unknown angles, so the rules that we learned yesterday, but this time we're going to write equations and solve them to find the missing angles. Okay, but it's the same rules. So if you have to look back on anything, you certainly can. So if we're looking at question number 1, think about what kind of triangle this is. We have those two sides congruent. That's going to make the two angles congruent. When I have an isosceles triangle, the two base angles are equal to each other. So if this angle on the left is 2x minus 5, this angle on the right is also 2x minus 5. All right, and now I have the angle on top is x. So you have to think about what do you know, because you're setting up an equation and solving for x. Well, these are just the three angles of a triangle. Okay, and what's true about the three angles of a triangle? They all equal 180. So x plus 2x minus 5 plus 2x minus 5 equals 180. That's your equation. So that's the geometry part, and now we're just solving. So I got 2, 4, 5x. Negative 5 and negative 5 is negative 10. 5x minus 10 equals 180. I'm going to add 10 to both sides. And I have 5x equals 190. And divided by 5, x equals 38. And use your calculator to do this, of course. All right, so that's question 1. Question 2, this angle out here is an exterior angle. Remember, it equals the sum of the two interior angles. So I'm going to add x plus 3x plus 8. And that equals the exterior angle 6x minus 32. X plus 3x is 4x plus 8 equals 6x minus 32. All right, now I have x's on both sides, so I always get rid of the smaller one. So I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides. The 8 comes down. I'm solving for x, so I got to get rid of that 32. The opposite of negative 32 is to add 32. Whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other side. And then I'm just dividing by 2, so x equals 20. All right. Number 3. Again, look at the picture. It's upside down, but you should recognize this. This is an exterior angle, and the exterior angles equals the sum of the two interior angles added together. So I'm going to take 13x minus 11 plus 4x plus 1 and set it equal to 18x minus 15. So 13x minus 11 plus 4x plus 1 equals 18x minus 15. I'm going to combine these on the left. 13x plus 4x is 17x. Negative 11 plus 1 is going to be negative 10. And I have x's on both sides, so I'm going to subtract that 17x. Negative 10 equals x minus 15. Solving for x, I have to get rid of that negative 15 by adding 15. So x is 15. That's step 1, but notice this wants you to find the measure of each angle. So I'm going to find the measure of angle A, which is 13 times 15 minus 11. Use your calculator. Gives me 54. I'm going to find angle B, which is 4x plus 1. So 4 times 5 plus 1. That one you could probably do without a calculator. And the measure of that exterior angle, now I can't call it angle C because there's more than one angle at C. There's the one on the left and the one on the right. So I'm going to use all three letters. The measure of angle DCB is 18 times 15 minus 15. And whoops. And where did we go? There we go. 18 times 15 minus 15, and that comes out to 75. Okay. And I'm just really realizing the answer is not 15, the answer is 5. So let me go back and fix these. These are all right, but I was writing 15 instead of 5. So this answer right here is, whoops, 5. Sorry about that. I don't know if you guys noticed that. I added 15, and negative 10 plus 15 is 5. So x is 5. So all the answers are right because I was copying them from my paper, but I was copying something that was wrong. So let's fix that. So angle A is 13 times 5 minus 11, and that's 54. Angle B I had right. I did 5. 4 times 5 plus 1. And angle DCB is 18 times 5 minus 15, and that gives me the 75. All right. And then I have one more that I have to draw the picture for. So I have triangle QRS. So I'm going to draw a triangle. QR is congruent to RS. Look at this. QR is congruent to RS. Notice the R is common to both of these. So QR is congruent to RS. So if you put the R at the top, then your isosceles triangle will look like this. If you didn't do that, that would be fine. Your isosceles triangle would just be on its side, and we've done problems like that before when they were on their side. Angle Q is 8x minus 17. Angle R up top is 19x plus 4. And angle S down on the bottom is 5x plus 1. So you have a choice. You can either take all three of these angles and set them equal to 180. So that's one choice. Or you could just take these base angles and set them equal to each other. Either way, you're going to get the same exact answers. So the base angles in an isosceles triangle are equal to each other. So I'm going to take 8x minus 17 and set it equal to 5x plus 1. I'm going to subtract 5x because I can't have x's on both sides. 8x minus 5x is 3x. Then I'm solving for x, so I'm going to get rid of that negative 17 by adding 17. Remember, once what you do to one side, you have to do to the other side. And divide by 3, and x is 6. All right, so again, that's one way, or you can take all three angles and set them equal to 180, your choice. They do want me to find each angle, so I'm going to have to find angle Q is equal to 8 times 6 minus 17. And I'm going to have to find angle S, which is 5 times 6 plus 1. Notice they're the same, angle Q and angle S. They should be because the base angles of an isosceles triangle are equal. And angle R is 19 times 6 plus 4. And all three of these should all equal to 180 because those are the angles of a triangle. But these are my answers right here. Okay, and that's it for lesson 7.